Like, I would take a shit right on their desk when they walked in. Like there's nothing I wouldn't do for a joke. Right on the fucking desk. Literally pulled my pants down with my 5 7/8 inch. Everyone looking at it and just shit, like on command in a circle, like it's a parsley and cheese sauce.
Living legend, Stu Feiner, back. Returning appearance for KFC Radio. Man, you scared the hell out of me this morning, Stu.
Well, let me tell you something. So this is what happens, okay? The song Monsters, first of all, by James Blunt, is a deadly song.
Kills you every time?
So normally I start my day probably 4:45 a.m. I have a cup of coffee. I have a half a banana.
What time do you go to bed?
1.
Wow, so you're just doing 3-4 hours a night of sleep? That's it?
Yeah, and maybe I'll take a nap during, while I'm watching the sports, I fall asleep.
Yeah.
So I'll get like an hour, maybe hour and a half nap. God, and maybe I'll take another hour nap because I'm home, so I have the luxury of that.
Sure.
So wake up, do my prayers, meditation, have a cup of coffee. And then, how I work is I calibrate my day by flushing the past or what's severely bothering me in the past out. Okay. And specifically with my father, the dementia has gone to another level.
It's one of the worst things, right?
So I'm not prepared for that because he's very lucid. He's very smart. He's always been intellectually smart. And then all of a sudden now, in a moment, it's not that way.
Crazy.
So let's say he's at my house now for 10 hours, like 5 hours. I don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
Right. And then now his arms are gone. So I have to almost help him
eat and
feed him. His legs are totally gone where he used to come to my house in a wheelchair and I'd put him next to the bathroom and he'd be able to manage. Now that's not the case.
I can't even do that.
I have to pick him up. I have to put him on the toilet.
Yeah.
I have to flush the toilet.
Doing
He doesn't even know where he is certain times.
Right.
Like I'll come in the bathroom where, I have to wipe his ass, which is a new, like I did it for my mother when she had cancer, but I think it's a totally different story for your mother than your father. I don't know why.
But it is.
Yeah,
you're just not
prepared.
what
I'm saying?
Your dad is the guy who takes care of you, not the other way around.
Yeah, so this morning, and the way I listen to music is I watch YouTubes. I like to watch the video. I just sit at my desk and I watch it. And then, this fucking monster song comes on with James Blunt.
Was it on, like shuffle or you picked it up?
Exactly. No.
Because sometimes people torture themselves and they want to cry and they want to get sad.
Never.
So they pick out the song.
No,
So this
truth
just got
be told, I have no problem with crying, but I never want to cry. Like if I will do anything but not to cry, you know. I smoked pot most of my life to not feel.
What do you think that is?
Those feelings.
So you're talking about the feelings versus just actually you're trying to stop from feeling sad.
Right, feeling that intense pain.
Right.
The pain. Now, what
Enough
I'm feeling
to
with my
make you cry.
father is hopelessness.
Yeah.
So, and we're not even talking about the pancreatic cancer that he has that's going to kill him. That's a cakewalk compared to this.
Right.
The dementia and his lack of ability and mobility is just, it's so sad and he's so proud.
Yeah.
So that I'm watching this song and it just fucking rocked me. So as I was fucking crying, I just clicked a little quick thing because I just, to me, my fan base unconditionally loves me.
Totally.
I've taken a level above being a sports handicapper where people rely on my games, and if I lose, they're going to come at me. I don't get that.
No.
So
I was going to say the response was overwhelming because it was a little cryptic. You didn't say. I mean, I'm assuming most people knew something about your father. I thought he had passed. I didn't know.
A lot of people thought he would pass.
Yeah,
I had cousins call me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Don't you think I would call you before I posted up?"
Right.
But in other words, my
people
son says, "Dad, you're 62." People have no idea what you say when you say it.
Right.
You think you do.
You think you're coming across.
Right.
Yeah.
You think that they're going to know what you're thinking. They don't.
Right.
You have to specifically.
I figured
spell
it was
out.
something with him, and then I was happy to hear he had not passed. But what you're describing, in some ways, may even be worse.
Oh no!
It's like,
Listen. My father comes over for 3 10-hour stints a day. My son, my my third son Ryan picks him up twice a week, so he's covered like that. I'm going to do that to the day I die.
Sure.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
It would be much easier for him just passing,
right?
Because it's not actually my father no more.
Right.
Like
you've already lost your dad.
No.
Now you're just taking care of.
So like
this
we're
vessel.
with people Saturday, and we have so many people at the house all the time, and they do not want to be filmed. So it looks like I'm living in my house and no one's there. My wife doesn't want to be filmed. None of my son's friends, none of the people that come there, you know, whatever.
It's
they're
bustling and it's crazy.
They're not really comfortable with my sexual innuendos. So they,
totally.
they're not comfortable with it. They don't want to be hooked up, and they have jobs that just isn't going to fly. And I smoke pot a lot so we're there. And like he calls me out in front of the crowd, like, "Hey, Stu, I've been asking for almost 6 months right now. Where's the picture when we were at the 1994 Stanley Cup, when the Rangers won the cup, and Mark Messier came into the crowd, picked me up, and circled around with me, holding the cup? Where's the picture?" So I say, "Dad, I said, softly. Because the therapist taught me you cannot engage. You have to have, complete sympathy and empathy, and you can't, this is it's almost like a child, whatever." I'm like, "I don't remember." He's like, "What do you mean you don't remember?"
And this is totally made up. Like this never happened? Or it happened, but there's the picture.
There was no... Mark Messier never died.
Okay,
who my father is. We're sitting in the second level.
There was not like nothing happened that he even embellished. There was no
100%.
anything.
So I went to a doctor to talk about, is there any way to fix the dementia? And they say no. And then they explain how dementia works, where that you take something that's factual in your mind and you can't connect the entire story. So then something comes into your mind that you would like to have happened.
Fills in the blanks like
you
that.
fill it together and you double down on that story. And so I've been caught in those situations a lot. And my normal reaction would be, "What are you fucking talking about?"
If it was me,
what the fuck are you talking about? And
you
then
can't do that.
You can't do that. So you have to just go with it. But to go with it and then to keep embellishing the story that's fake is wild.
You're living in like a
so
fantasy
drained
world
after it happens.
I can't even imagine.
You know what I mean? So, listen, it's a normal occurrence in life. It happens to everybody.
That's what's tough.
It's not unique.
Right.
But they don't prepare you for this.
Right.
You know what I mean? They really don't prepare you for this.
Yeah.
Like in reality, people don't prepare people for life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From kindergarten, we should be taught life is extremely hard, extremely difficult. People are not going to be genuine with you. They're going to be disingenuous.
You think that early though?
From Jump Street.
I feel like that might be a little bit much for a young kid.
No, because
who still has a chance to. My thing with my kids is I want you have. Let's say you're gonna live 80 years. Without a doubt, 60, 65 of those years is going to be dealing with bullshit and assholes and stress. And if I can squeeze out, instead of 5 years, you get 7. Instead of 7, you get 10. Instead of 10, you get 12 of innocence and happiness. And you're not dealing with the bullshit and you're not looking through, bitter, jaded prism. I want to try to make that last as long as I can without raising then they turn 15 and they're like, they're completely helpless because they weren't raised right. But I think trying to push some of that off so that they can enjoy themselves and be a kid is better than them. I don't want my 7-year-old running around going, "Life's hard, this sucks, fuck you." Well, it is more real. I understand you're being more realistic.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay, so at 38, I agreed with you. 62,
totally different.
Totally different, because what I'm seeing is that when people are 16, 17, 18 now, they have like an entitlement.
Oh, I don't know what to do. So this is a good question to ask you, because I know you did well, and I think you also liked to spend it on fun things, lavish things, nice things for your family. I am so afraid of raising my kids to be spoiled. But at the same time, I don't want to not. What's the point of making this money and doing all this work if you don't spend it on the family you love and buy the nice things and go the extra mile? But even just even the littlest bit of stuff that I'm giving them, they turn around and they forget their manners once or twice, 3 or 4 times, 5, 6 times. All of a sudden they sound entitled, all this, and it's like, boy, and I can't blame them because they've lived a fucking cushy life where everything they've needed has been taken care of and everything they want, they usually get. And Christmas is amazing and birthdays are amazing and all that. And it's not like I never like, it's not like I didn't get stuff when I was a kid. And most of the time my parents did get me all the stuff I wanted and did, but I don't know. There wasn't this like automatic, yes, I get whatever I want. Even right now, I texted you about the Taylor Swift tickets. And they're it's idiotic for me to spend this money on a 7-year-old girl to go to a concert. But part of me is like, I got the money. Should I just do it?
You should do it.
You think so?
100% no. I told you that when you texted me.
Yeah, you did. You said pay through.
Here,
I said, Stu, how do you get tickets? He said, pay through your ball sack.
I spent at Jingle Ball 15 years ago, 20 years ago, $3,500 for the pair. For my son, my oldest, and who wanted to see Jingle Ball.
How old? Because mine's 7. That's young, man.
12, 11.
See, that's different. I think.
12.
You can. Like,
what's the difference?
Well, I'm just like.
I took Sean. I took Sean to Bruce. Yeah. I took Sean.
And they remembered it, and they like loved everything. That memory. Like they.
Yes, I took Sean to the Who when they did Quadrophenia. Came back for the tour when they did Tommy. He was 7. He was 8. He was 9.
Wow.
So let me just go back to your question.
Yes, sir.
So when you say spoil your child, okay, how I've done it with my kids is I explain to them, I want to explain something to you. Daddy is not like everyone else. Mm-hmm. I make 100 times more money than people. Yeah. I don't know if you're ever going to be able to do what I do. I don't know if you're going to be as successful as I am. And for that matter, I'm not leaving you my money. I'm spending all my money. So when you watch these TV shows and you think I have money in the bank for you so that I'm paying for A, B, C, D, E, and when I die, you're going to get this, you're getting nothing.
And you're getting,
that? Swear
you really
to God,
mean that? Yeah.
I'm going to spend every fucking penny I got or I'm going to give it away to the less fortunate.
Really?
So,
you paid for college, you're doing that kind of shit, or no?
I paid for their college, but that was it.
Okay.
And
that's a big thing.
Yeah. No.
A lot of people have that luxury.
Well, Sean was the biggest one because he went to Brown.
Yeah.
But also what I taught them is that because you're getting these things from me, that you may never be able to give to your kids, and you may never be to give to yourself, because I'm an anomaly.
Right.
It's just because you're see rich people out there, just like what you are now. They're never guaranteed that.
Right. You could be very successful and still not make that kind of money.
What I teach them is, and I've always instilled this in them, your goal in life as a human being, as a successful human being, is to help the less fortunate than yourself. And I was taught this in the Overeaters Anonymous rooms when I was 22, 23, 24, that the only way that you can get out of yourself and to really feel productive about yourself is help the less fortunate. Because I'm smarter than someone else, because I'm more successful than someone else, because I have more money than someone else, does not mean I'm any better than the hobo in the street.
Right.
My cousins ended up being drunks and ended up living at Penn Station. And they lived there. And we used to go to these concerts, and I would walk past them. And they wouldn't even know who I was, but they were fucking there. So,
wait, did you ever try to help them?
Yeah.
Sometimes I
put them in rehabs, and they
just never took. They reached a point where they're like, I can't help.
Well, no, they were. Some people are incapable of being honest with themselves, and they're gone, and they died very young.
Yeah.
So, alcoholism. But I also instilled in them that you have an inherent obligation and responsibility to help that fucking person. Mm-hmm. You're not better than them. Mm-hmm. You're never better than them. That's why I don't actually believe in full socialism. But let's say New York State, let's say New York City, there are so many homeless people that people are like, fuck it, I don't want them living in a fucking hotel that doubles my hotel rate now. I don't want to be around this. They consider it this scum. I'm like, every human should be the same.
Yeah.
The government, there has to be a catch, a fail-safe for the people that are born with afflictions, with no confidence, that are never going to be able to get out of their own way. That we're not supposed to piss on them. So that's why I truly believe that the super rich, I know people hate this, they should have an obligation to give some of their money to help.
Yeah.
If all the rich people in the world, in this country, in this state, in this city, in this town, just gave 10% of their fucking wealth to helping people. Now, and it has to be monitored, and I'm not talking about them getting hustled or robbed or scammed. Yeah. Like you give it to a charity and then you find out the guy's promoting the charity gets 50% of the money, and then only 6%'s actually going. I'm talking real straight up.
Right.
I've always instilled that in them.
I'm with that. Yeah, I think that too. So, and how young did you have this conversation?
Day one, Jump Street.
But like 6, 5, 10, like what?
Anything I've ever brought them to.
Say that, yeah.
My son was born Christmas Eve. And at the time, we raised him Jewish. I raised the first 2 kids Jewish because my mother was like, gotta raise them Jewish. If you don't raise them Jewish, Hitler's going to come back in this country. You got to perpetuate the race. There's so little Jews. People hate Jews. They call us Christ killers.
And then you took your talents to Catholiciscism? You switched over like LeBron?
I married Irish Catholic, first of all.
Right.
And once my mother passed, then the other 2, I raised nothing.
Right.
Because I hated Judaism. I hated religion. Who needs to be, people, when I moved here, people hated Jews. I moved here in 1970. It was a complete horror show.
Right.
From Jump Street, well, even when they were 3, 4 years old, anything. So my point with my son is I used to take him because he was born Christmas Eve, and we celebrated Christmas. So his birthday was outshunned by Jesus,
Totally.
So that morning, Christmas morning, I did it when he was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 limos, front of my house, 12 friends. We go right to FAO Schwartz. Wow. I give my son $2,000. I give each kid $500. I get the personal shoppers. We get all the fucking toys.
Yeah.
We dump them in the limo car. The limos drive them back to my house after they drop us off at, let's say, Jekyll and Hyde's, ESPN. We eat, and then we go to see a play. We either see The Christmas Carol, we see Les Mis, we see Miss Saigon,
incredible,
and stuff like that. So I would have meetings with the group, and I would tell everyone, this is not reality. I have been humbly blessed. I doubt if you're ever going to be able to do one. You may never do this in your entire fucking life. Or I do this. I could do this on a daily basis.
Right.
So I tried to instill that from Jump Street with anybody. I coach sport. I coached baseball, football, basketball, soccer. I coached my 33-year-old. I coached my 31-year-old. I coached my 28-year-old. And then I coached only my 23-year-old 1 year because I ran out of money and I was balls broken. I had to really go back to work. He didn't get the Stu Feiner show.
Right.
But anytime I coached, that was my fucking story. I'm like, listen, I'm not really a great coach. I know you guys want to swim in my pool. I'm going to make burgers. We're going to go to KB Toys and buy everybody toys. I bought everybody weights, because I was with Steve Mahalik, taught them how to work out. But I instilled in these people that you have to help the less fortunate. So in other words, that's always my message to everyone. So that would combat you spoiling someone, because you would say to your child, here's how I'm going to show my love. I can do it with a financial gift. 99% can't do this. Mm-hmm. You're probably never going to be able to do it.
Right.
So I want you to not only appreciate this, but maybe the people that can't afford Taylor Swift, you're going to buy 20 shirts, and you're going to go into fucking school and give everybody a fucking Taylor Swift shirt. And you're going to tell them about the experience, and they're going to feel like they were there. Mm. They're never going to Taylor, but they got the shirt. They know someone that got the shirt, and the crumbs rub off.
I mean, it's very admirable and it's awesome. I'm saying it worked. Like your kids are all great, right?
Well, listen, they're all still alive,
right?
They haven't, they're not in jail. They haven't committed a crime.
I get worried. I mean, I wonder if times are different too at all with just the way the internet and the world is. Like, I get worried that like trying to have conversations about like money with my kids turns into like they can't articulate it correctly to their friends. So they go into school and they say like, well, my dad says he makes more money than your dad. When what I was trying to say is everything you described. But my kids say it wrong, or the teachers hear this and the parents hear this.
You can articulate it. You can share it. You have to actually, you have to
the other
sit
day,
them down.
Shay said something. She wasn't talking about Taylor Swift, but she was talking about something else birthday parties. And she was like, for my birthday, which is not for a while, but should I do it here or there? One was like at home and one was like rent out a place. And I was like, whatever you want, baby. It's your birthday. You deserve it. And she said something like, well, but like the one costs money. And I said, that's not for you to worry about. She goes, but what happens if we end up, And I said, what? And she goes, POOR. And I was like, where the fuck is this coming from? Like I haven't had a talk with her like that, and I guess now's the time if she's hearing these things. But I'm like, where are you hearing that you're going to end up poor if we have a birthday party for you? Because, but even little things. How much do I give you for the tooth fairy? How much do I give you for allowance? The new video game comes out. Should I buy that for him? The tickets are crazy expensive. Should I buy them? Or, what I was thinking for Taylor Swift was, what if I bought a big inflatable projector screen and a projector. And I was like, why don't you invite your friends over to my house, and in the backyard at night we'll have a Taylor Swift concert. Because even if you do go, you're not going with your friends. I can't afford barely 2 tickets, let alone 10, for everybody. So why don't we just do that, and you have a fun moment there, and it's kind of much more appropriate. And I just don't know. I'm just trying to navigate all of these things. It's not an easy.
There is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong answer. It's just a matter of what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, and they could have.
It's an interesting. I didn't know you did that. That's a very interesting approach.
Me, like in their mind, they could shut me out too. Like they hated. I'm telling you, when they were young, and I brought like a lot of people over, but they didn't like a lot of the kids because they weren't cool. They weren't good at sports. They weren't smart.
Right.
Why are they even here? I would have that conversation with them all the time. I'm like, because I want them here.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm saying?
That's
what I want to
I want them here.
the most.
I want them here. It's not you to tell me.
Right.
No, they didn't like it. They don't like the big show. They never did.
Right.
None of my kids still do.
Right.
They don't like the Stu Feiner show. They don't like it. They don't like that I'm very inclusive. I want everyone in.
Yeah.
It's almost like Springsteen. If everyone doesn't win, no one wins. And I really always believe that. I always believe that. The more I see you struggle, the more I am attracted to you. The more I see your need,
I
the
see
more
that
I
very
want to
much
help
with you here.
anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Even
I'm going to
just
treat
with
Dave
content
Portnoy the same way I treat the guy who cleans the fucking garbage here.
I mean, that's very you try to help his friend lose weight, and you're bringing these guys along.
Because there is no difference. One, because someone's smarter and has been able to play the system and is world renowned, they're no better than the guy that's in the fucking gutter. They're no better.
Right.
The society is going to tell you they're better. You want to be attracted to the winner.
Of course, it's just human nature, right?
Right. But the winners should, in reality, all their whole focus should be pick up the losers. Now you have people say, "Fuck that! Are you out of your mind? I came from nothing and I built this and I'm this. No one gave me shit, Stu.
Right.
My father whipped me."
Yeah, but why do you want more people to? Yeah, like the people who say that, it's like, so you just want the people to struggle just as much as you did, rather than fucking helping them out?
Well, I'll be honest with you. In my experience, and I know a lot of rich people, even before Dave became, epic.
Yeah.
They're scumbags.
Yeah.
Dave is not.
You almost got to be.
Dave is not, but they're scumbags.
Yeah.
They don't give a flying. They want to be disassociated with their past.
Yep.
It was like, I used to be that, and I'm never going to be that. It's almost like if you watch Succession.
Yeah, no.
Like a lot of, like art imitates life, a lot of that is true. You would say, well, my life isn't that fucked up, but that's how rich people are.
So insecure about it too. So they have to
that's
cover
how
up
they
all
are.
those warts.
Because if you're a scumbag, you don't trust. You have no trust.
Yeah.
You have, if you're fucking people your whole life and that's how you made it, you don't trust anybody.
Right. Because you got fucked and you're passing it on.
Right. Because
someone's got to break that.
So I'm saying,
cycle, I really do believe, and I know people hate to hear it, but like, the idea of more money, more problems, or money doesn't buy happiness, there really is something to it. It's not that, it's not that the struggle is the same, but there are just new problems and issues and hurdles that you have to tackle when you have more money than the average people. And it's not like I would trade it or anything. And of course, it's a better problem to have. But it's just not just like everything's easy all of a sudden. You know,
nothing is ever easy.
Nothing is ever easy.
Like the reality is nothing is ever easy.
I liked what you said when I texted you this morning after seeing that video, and you said, I show both sides of it. I don't show just the good. I'm not a phony. Because I think so many people forget on social media that you're only seeing their trip to Dubai with, their sugar daddy. They're not showing you that they're crying at night because, they're alone and all they have is their looks or their money or their travel or their sex or their show or whatever, And I think if more people showed that. Now, what you were showing was everyone can empathize with that, Pain of losing family members is like, yeah, we get that. But if more people showed like, I got this money, but like, man, it fucking crushes me when I don't have all the time in the world with my kids, or, I'm still fighting this and dealing with that. But then I also go back to like, this is none of these fucking people's business. This is all me and my family and shit that like so fuck everybody else and what they think about you. So I go back and forth on that because it's like, yes, I believe what you're saying, help the other people. But in the process of being so inclusive, you're also dealing with and allowing in all these fucking other assholes and people who, it's like, why do you have any bearing on my life,
Well, I mean, it goes both ways.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you and never take a moment to think about what you need from yourself. But when we spend all of our time giving, it can leave us feeling stretched thin and bummed. But when we spend all of our time giving, it can leave us feeling stretched thin and burned out. Therapy can give you the tools to find balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. You don't want to balance too many plates. That's what my therapist taught me. I repeat it every single time because it's the only knowledge I have, which I got from a therapist. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime with no additional charge. It is all online, like I just said. You can do it via chat, text, video call, any way you want, whatever's best to suit your needs. BetterHelp will be there for you. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/KFC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC.
How you doing, babe?
I'm doing amazing.
Are we over there? Are we good, Nick?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so we're doing something a little interesting because last time you and I spoke, Stu,
yes,
it was in the middle of this. You smell fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
I said the same.
Great, yeah.
Said the same.
Yeah, I'm trying to make believe I'm a player again.
What do you mean make believe? They want
me to lose. So I went from 216 this time around. My highest is 262. My lowest is 139. So
when were you 139?
That's a swing.
As an adult or as a kid?
139. I was
139.
I was in
fourth
grade.
grade.
21, 22, 23.
Okay, but that's still like you were
Yeah.
You're a man.
But 29 years old, I was 148. Did you see the picture I posted online?
No, on Instagram.
I saw were you jacked up?
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen you in your older age. Jacked up.
Well, you've seen the picture with Erica's head, and
that's
me. That's
so weird. I've always been just like generally this.
That's
to have a swing where you.
That's 9% body fat. Here's 3%.
Yeah, I saw that one.
140 pounds. So me and my brother used to go to bars, and no one knew, I would wear like some sort of basic, like really big shirt and a disguise, like someone knew we were brothers. And he would go, I'll bet you this guy right now can do 500 push-ups, 500 sit-ups in 7 minutes. So he'd have a hat around. People would put in $1, $3, $5. We'd get $100, $200, maybe at the best ever $400. And I would fucking bang it out like it's fucking butter. No, not even break a sweat. Not even, I was
500's a lot, dude.
We used to do exactly that with my little sister when she was a child. When Neely was like 7.
Just to pimp out our 7-year-old daughter.
We'd go we'd take family vacations. When she was 7, I was probably 14, 15, something like that. And we'd take family vacations in Martha's Vineyard, and we'd sit in Oak Bluffs Harbor. and we'd just sit by the boats, and we'd have a hat out exactly like you, and we would see older men walking by. Like, I bet you can do more push-ups than you.
Get the fuck
And then
out.
my little sister would just fucking start cranking push-ups, and they throw a couple bucks in the hat.
If you
We'll
know
get
how-
ice cream.
If you're in shape and you know how to do push-ups, like
They're easy.
for example, I could train you to do push-ups. You could do 500. Like you would say, there's no way, but you know,
Yeah.
it's not that fucking hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with planks, I could hold a plank for 30 straight fucking minutes.
Really?
No.
But again, you would have to be trained to do that.
Yeah.
Like I was trained by a fucking psycho. Like how many people?
But what's the? I mean, like yes, maybe you have to like learn how to
Well,
flex, whatever. But
he was
but it's
Mr.
basically the idea of just.
He was Mr. America, Mr. Universe, so he trained me mentally. It's mental.
Yeah.
The whole thing's mental.
Get over
has
the burn
nothing to
of
do
your
with physical.
muscles and all
Has
that.
nothing to do with strength. It has to do with your mental ability. And he was a fucking psycho.
So what does he tell you when like the feeling of getting tired is not really real? Your muscles are fine, and like you need to just block that out of your brain.
So what? So for example, we normally would warm up and do like 25 to 50 reps. So he would go, "Give me 50," I'd bang him out. "Give me another 50," I bang him out. "Give me another 50," bang him out. And then I'd be like, "I can't do it anymore." He goes, "Listen, I'm Mr. America, Mr. fucking Universe. I drove from fucking Manhattan, 40 minutes in fucking traffic. You don't fucking tell me anything. You fucking do what I tell you to do." And the fear got into my head, and then after it was over, I would do like 1,000 reps, and he would say, "No, I didn't mean to be abusive," because he was, because I was afraid for my life, like literally, he could kill me, like snap my neck, and he would say that, that mentally, you limit yourself,
Right.
not me,
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So don't ever tell me no. I would never ask you to do something that you can't do.
Stu, I think you were his hoe.
Well, maybe.
Baby,
So
don't
then I
make me.
sucked his dick.
Baby, don't make me.
So wait,
You know I don't want to treat you like that.
here. Let me just get this out of the way first. So, okay. So here's these.
Oh, this is from.
This is from
Pete.
Yeah, this is from Pete. So these are all
So
for you.
so I want to talk about that.
This is all for you. We'll
Thank you,
get
brother.
this out of the way first, then we'll talk
is
about everything.
awesome.
And then this is for now. What is your girlfriend's name again? I'm sorry.
Well, I don't really. talk
Oh,
about
okay.
it,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's all good.
no names. I'm sorry. All right. So, but I got these for her. So, the first. And then the second. Is that upside down?
Stu Nation.
Stu Nation. And then this. New All Religion, Steve Mahalik. And then Promises Made, Promises Delivered.
Yes.
Okay. So yes,
Hell yeah.
here's all these. So in it is like a little teeny tiny bat. There's a
Yeah.
baseball card.
I love it, man.
There's
Thank you so much.
Sunglasses,
I love it.
and there's all sorts of stuff. So
The Pete sunglasses.
Keegan and
are
Shay,
pretty
you're gonna
cool.
fucking love.
Yeah.
Love.
These are the Alonzo.
But you
stuff.
say
Oh,
their names
yeah.
online. I didn't.
Yeah,
blow
yeah,
your
yeah,
cover
that's
there.
fine,
Okay,
that's
good.
fine,
So we went last night. We were on the Craig and Evan show, me and Tank early, and we talked on the radio. Now the original plan, let's say a month ago, 6 weeks ago, they approached Tank and they loved Tank. They said you're going to be able to do 5 to 10 minutes.
Evan and Robert.
Craig Carton specifically.
Like Craig and Evan were not doing this on behalf of the Mets or anything, right? Because the Mets don't
Well, no,
love
this is the second annual Pete Alonso charity
Right.
event.
Right.
Okay.
But so they're the ones doing the inviting.
The Mets love Evan. Evan
Frank,
is the
I'm talking
biggest
about
Met
Frank.
fan ever.
But Frank.
Well, last year they had no problem with Frank when they won
had
101
fucking
games.
Yeah. In the middle of
And
it.
Steve-
I think it's crazy that Pete does this in the middle of the season because you run the risk of this.
Wait,
Well,
what happened?
so for
They
example,
they've
Well,
lost 8 of 9.
Pete got
and
hurt.
they're
He's out for 5 weeks.
So
Okay.
he's in a
He got an
cast.
injury.
The Mets have been underachieved. They just lost 2 out of 3 to the.
They've lost
to
8 of
the-
9.
8 of 9. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Pirates. They got swept by the Braves. They got swept
Every-
by the Blue Jays. And it's like, oh shit. And now you're gonna get up there and have Frank
Well,
bash the team.
every
Like,
play, every
Wait, that happened last night?
So every so what happened was so they reached out to Frank because Frank's hot. He's getting fucking 5 million to 20 million views a week. 40 million impressions, whatever. And he loves the Mets. He's passionate. Plus, he's a customer. He buys season tickets every year.
Yeah.
So he goes to 20 to 40 games every year. So that's money. You need 1,000 people like him, 10,000, whatever. So Craig comes up with an idea. because they like Frank the Tank because he's so passionate, and they say you could do a song. So Tank came up with the song "We Didn't Start the Fire" from Billy Joel, and he literally wrote it out. It was amazing.
He came on, believe it, and like
amazing.
It was like the version of Frank that's like not crazy, and he had like all these rhymes that fit the scheme of "We Didn't Start the Fire," but for the Mets, and it was
so
good.
Then, P.S. What happened was the Mets went in the toilet. Alonso got injured, and there was a major sentiment that they didn't even want him to do anything.
Yeah.
So what they did is Craig called him and said, "You got to calm it down. It has to be almost vanilla. You cannot get ugly at all." So that's what happened. They brought him up. He was booed at the beginning a little bit, and he did a couple of minutes. Pete Alonso.
This happened last night?
Last night,
The Mets are
at
always
the Paramount.
teasing, never pleasing. That's like his
Right.
big line.
Right. Last
That
year,
got booed.
last year, every New York Met was there but DeGrom and Alonso. Everybody. The place was humming because we were in first place by 8 games.
Yeah.
This, compared to that, this was a funeral. That was a party.
Well, that's why. But like,
Wait, so did something happen? Like it feels like a funeral right now. Did like Frank get in trouble or something?
no. But I just think it's just stupid.
Craig Carton told him you can't shred. He had
So-
amazing shred material.
Yeah.
So they vanillaed him completely.
But
he was
what
allowed
did-
to tell
so
soft jokes.
He alluded to Vogelback has not played well, and particularly he doesn't swing the bat. He goes down looking all the time, and so Frank has said, "Listen, I'm a fat guy who can just stand in the box and watch pitches go by." So he said something like that. He was like, "When I was 10 years old, I had a dream of being a baseball player, and I never thought I could. But hey, I don't play the field, and I can just watch pitches go by. I'll be the designated watcher." And like people figured out, they realized he was alluding to a lot to Vogelback.
Like
and
he
it
was not allowed to
It was
say
like
his
groans.
name.
People were like, "Oh."
But wait, this was.
But I'm thinking, like,
Dude,
if I'm
this
Vogelback,
is I'm cringing
like,
so hard. I can't imagine being there.
dude,
Oh.
No, it's
I
like,
can't imagine that they like Pete. Like, I'm sure they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Pete? Like, cool, man. You gave like my number one fucking hater who like publicly campaigns for me to lose my job. You gave him a platform last night. Like, thanks, dude."
That's exactly the key. You see, that's the key. And in this day and age now, bad press is bad. Like when I was a kid and I was growing up, and in the 90s, bad press was great. Doesn't matter. Spell my name right. You could say I'm a pedophile even. Spell my fucking name right. But now, that's not the case. Bad press is death.
Yes.
And exactly what you said. Frank has an edge where he's not saying, "I wish they did better. I'm hoping." He tortures people to a level that he says they should be fired.
Yeah.
Billy Epler, your GM, you suck.
Lose your
You should
livelihood.
lose your job. Buck Showalter, you should be fired. Lindor, you're getting paid $300 million to bat 219. You robbed us.
The problem is he did all of that same shit
Forever.
last year.
Forever.
If you're gonna do that when they win 101,
There is a difference,
I don't
though.
necessarily condone like even I used to do it like fire this person, fire that person, and then when you start to learn that the internet like has some power and you actually might end up getting
could
someone
influence.
fired, like
You could
I don't like
influence.
to really call for jobs anymore. But you want to be a negative fan, like okay, fine, but do it like this year when like Verlander has like a 6 ERA when shit's bad. But when you do the exact same thing, when you also won 101, it's like, well, I can't even tell. Was this season or last season?
Yeah.
And that's crazy to not be able to tell the difference because
Well-
these two seasons are wildly different.
Well, a lot of people are saying Frank is right. See, he's so right. Like Billy Epler now has got exposed where last year we won 101 games. Every move he made, every player that they traded that we got players has backfired. There's not one good move he made.
Yeah, but every non-move he made was great. Look at everybody we let go sucks.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Like he knew
doesn't
exactly
look
when
at
to pull the trigger
No,
on everybody.
Listen, I'm not saying that.
know?
I'm not saying that he's right, but I'm saying that
Yeah.
a lot of fans.
Oh yeah. He has a whole
They're on
bunch of
Frank's
they're a bunch
side
of
right
morons
now.
like Frank.
So wait. So to the point, Steve Cohen sits in the middle of the pack, 15 rows back, no security, no nothing. He's a $12 billion guy. So at the end of it, Frank comes up to him and says, "Steve, can I get a picture?" Now, meanwhile, Steve took 1,000 fucking pictures because I was watching him. He literally says to Frank, "No,
Yeah.
I gotta go," and is walking away. And he turns to Frank, he goes, and you better be nice to us, and walks away. It was like my mouth was open.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, of course.
First of all,
Fucking
I'm
why
thinking
would
the
he-
place has
there is
security
no
and
reason-
snipers on the top, because if anybody fucks with a $12 billion guy, they're gonna get shot. But it was very uncomfortable.
Dude,
it was so uncomfortable.
Frank is not like there are scenes where other Barstool people or other fans on the internet who are maybe negative or whatever meet the players, meet the owners, meet the team, and it's like all in good fun kinda, or it's like, hey, I get it, you're just so passionate. Those guys do not like Frank.
I go back and forth. I don't have a
think there's a love
definitive
to it.
take on it, because I actually respect. I would not be able to do that. I don't have the passion that Frank does, where I kind of understand it's a game and it's whatever, and I get very sad when my team loses, but then in a week I bounce back and I go about my life. So if I met a player, I have never had a player who I hate to the level of Frank and hates everybody, and but if I met someone I didn't like, I'd be like, "What's up, man? How you doing?" And they probably would do the same back to me, because I don't have that much vitriol on the internet.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I got a job to do, I got to speak for the fans, you know what I mean?
And I
we just want you to play well, that sort of shit.
I like both sides. I understand both sides. Where I understand someone like me who'd be like, yeah, we're making. I'm doing entertainment. I'm just being entertaining. I was busting balls, whatever. I also respect the fact that Frank will get there and be like, I fucking don't like you. You fucking suck. I gotta tip my cap to that, man.
The only thing I'll say is
I don't have the courage.
I can't. The only thing I hate is, like I said, the internet has influence, and I think our fan base is awful, and I would never want to come here if I was a free agent because of shit like that. And I think that a lot of people are just all about the money, or a lot of people don't listen to the internet or whatever. But when people talk about the New York media sucks because they like to get their clicks, and they get their clicks by playing to people like Frank and people who think like him. So everything's negative all the time. And I'm like, I think you're actively making the franchise worse. I think you're a detriment, even in a small way. And so shut the fuck up, because you're making it, making it harder.
When you're in a world like that, I wholly understand, because I had it a bit with when you're disappointed in the fan base and you think he's kind of driving the fan base. I had it with, I obviously don't know much about the Mets, but the Bruins with Tuukka Rask. Whereas I was like, he's a fucking great goalie. Mentality, you're affecting him mentally. Stop.
Now it's
doing
just a storyline
that.
because of you.
This guy sucks. He won the Vezina.
Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about? He won the
Right.
Vezina last year.
Right.
He won 40 games. They lost in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Yes, it stinks, but don't stop saying he sucks.
And also wait until if you want to say the Mets suck now, go ahead. Last year, there was never a time they sucked. It was like you were always overreacting. It's a little bit the boy who cried wolf.
And then think about it. I used to go to games when the Mets played the Yankees, and I used to literally sit first row and literally yell at them, "You're a fucking loser! I'll fuck your mother, you scumbag! Hey, after this game, you go to a bar, I'm gonna fuck you!" And it was legal. Everyone did it. Like no one cared. So now, the player himself was desensitized, because they were taught, don't listen to anything they say. They're going to say the worst thing in the world. But now it's
at the game.
What?
You're going to hear it at the game. You're
Right.
going to hear it for 9 innings. Also, that's pretty extreme, and these guys are all talk and all that shit.
Right.
But now you go home.
Well,
and it's on
but now
24/7.
But now
and
it's
more
illegal.
Well,
it's illegal to say you're threatening somebody.
Yes. But I think it's hearing boos and fuck your mother from the crowd, I think is easier to tune out than every day
Reading
outside
it
of the park. I go on
the
the internet. I want to go on Instagram.
The internet made everything change.
Fucking get in your
It
head,
blew
and
it-
they're
right.
rude to your family. Now
Right.
all of a sudden, Frank and his fans are not Frank himself, but those disciples are talking shit to Lindor's wife, and she's like, what the fuck, that kind of stuff. Where it's like, what are we doing here? But
I mean, listen, Frank is a fucking open book. So, They knew what they're getting involved
that's
with.
why
The only reason Frank has a job here is because his New York Met rant when the subway he missed because he was so heavy he couldn't fucking get to the New Jersey train in time, and he missed opening day. Whatever.
The balloons.
So
He
I
missed the
mean
balloons.
that's literally his MO. So
You know what you're getting into.
literally there was no fucking surprise with him at all.
Right.
So that was that. And then before I was just talking before you came in. Today my first comedy show goes on sale. It sucks because I'm doing the same night you're doing, July 13th. July 13th at my father's place. I'm doing comedy.
Stand
my
up?
first stand up, my first ever, first ever stand up.
We're in Jersey City.
And then under me, I'm gonna have Tank, Doug's, and Jake's do like a warm up. So Tank's gonna be able to
routine, or are you
well,
just gonna get up
what
there
I just explained to Fights is that I'm gonna tell a story of my entire life.
Hell yeah.
Demean myself, make fun of myself
Yes.
because my life is a fucking joke, and that's my
I
comedy.
mean, you
it
can't
won't
do
be
that in
it,
a night though. You need to do like
no, I
your
could
story-
bang. I could no.
I mean, you
well,
can
I'm gonna
condense it, but I'm saying
gonna
like,
talk for 3 fucking hours, like I'm on an 8 bowl of Coke, like literally. People are like, is this guy on Coke? No, he's on three cups of Stella Blue a day. That's fucking it. That's Stu Feiner.
I said I wanted to do that with you. The way there's a comedian Ryan Sickler who's doing Joey Diaz's life story.
Right, well,
today's podcast is going to be from like 1972 to 1976, and then next week we'll do this and that, and it's going to be like his whole life
listen,
story.
it'd be an honor to do that.
Let's
do it.
But to try to do that in one night is
Well,
you
I'm
know,
gonna
you
have
gotta
to.
pick the
I'm
highlights.
gonna have to condense it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's what I love. So when you came in a couple weeks ago, it was in the middle of the dozen tournament, and it was just me because John had to go, and we started talking about like fatherhood and kids and
intense
life,
stuff, really
and it was
real
like-
life stuff.
And it was the duality of Stu, the Stuality. Like I almost feel in my head I was thinking people are gonna say, oh shit, Stu and KFC Radio, these guys are gonna be talking about licking clit and fucking ass and stuff. And then I was like, the conversation was great, but I was like, people are gonna be like feel sandbagged a little bit. So I was like, you know what? Let's get part 2 in here and just talk to Stu about, have you ever seen a fucking horse fuck a woman in a sex club or something like that?
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
Well, I got
that's you. You are that. I think.
Well,
when
I'm
people know-
everything. I mean, I'm.
But I think when people learn the other sides of you is when you really get the full Stu effect. Because like Frank and his rants or anything on the internet, you can see that and be entertained. Like, oh shit, ready to roll, Mulch is here. But then when you find out, when every time I hear your son is valedictorian and running that business, what was the new news? He did something.
Food truck.
He's got this food truck company, and everyone's like, you think it's like all a joke, and it's like, no, this is a real life and a real family and real success, and it's like, and then it makes it even more fun to laugh along because it's not just like, I don't know, he's just a crazy person. It's like this guy who's
Well, I mean,
having fun.
the key here is that I'm 62 years old. No one here is 62. I'm like the oldest stoolie, and I'm the only person working at Barstool by far.
Right,
Like,
right.
there's nobody near me. Like, maybe large is 50. I got 12 I was 12 years old. I already, jerked
fucking
off at,
chicks.
jerked off to fucking Playboy 1,000 times before the guy was born. So, in other words, so I have a lot.
When
I
did you
have
first
a lot.
jerk off, Stu?
6th grade with Pond's cold cream. I fogged up my bathroom, and I'll never forget it because the Pond's cold cream.
Is that like Vicks? Is that what that is?
No, it's to take off makeup. Oh. But there was no, in those days, there was no lotion. There was nothing. I didn't know what
You're
to do.
a wet guy.
So Pond's cold cream, and what it did is it covered the top of my penis, so it didn't come out.
Because it caked the hole.
Literally, it stopped it. So when it blew. It was fucking great.
Like a cartoon stick of dynamite.
Right, like literally.
It backfired.
Literally, so the segue what we were talking about to get like a little down and dirty and raunchy here was that. So I do a podcast now with my son. It's called Only Stu, and it's me and my son Alex, my 32-year-old, and then he runs the business with me. So he never heard this, but when we were young, we just the podcast
to hear this shit.
literally It's very uncomfortable for my wife.
Sure.
Like insane inhuman. Like she's retiring June 29th. But you want to hear something wild? She's worked at this place 13 years. She's the accounting clerk for the New Hyde Park School District. Now I could say it because she's retiring. Okay. I have never been to her office. Never.
Yeah.
First 5 years, she didn't want to tell me where it was because she has a job where she has a $4 million a month payroll. She's paying all the bills. She signs off on a check. 2 certified accountants have to sign after her because the person prior to her, she got the job, robbed the fucking place for $12 million. So she's in an elite level position. Not that she gets paid a ton, she doesn't, but her position is very there's no way, if they knew her husband is on the internet going, let's fuck, eat, ass, lick, clit, she loses a job. She loses. Plus she's Irish Catholic and she's pretty conservative. She thinks I'm a fucking scum. She thinks that this is the lowest form of life. And Irish Catholic people in general, the reason I married Irish Catholic is those to me are the most trustworthy people in the fucking world. But they're very conservative. Everything's close to their vest. They don't tell you they got problems because it's none of your business. And they're overly sensitive to being embarrassed, where I'm a fucking embarrassment. And unless you're a liberal or unless you get me, you get me, you could watch, you could be mortified. Like
my favorite moment ever was at your big summertime bash when you were like, God bless her. She's so nice. She's so amazing for putting up with me. I mean, honestly, somebody should kill me. Somebody fucking kill me so she doesn't have to deal with me anymore.
It's partially true. You know what I'm saying? She's made total compromises to stay married to me.
So what do you think? Were you were always gotta have been a crazy guy?
No issue about it. No two ways about it.
So she knew what she was getting into. She liked the bad boys. She liked the...
But the world wasn't able to see it every day. I take a shit. I eat egg beaters. I'm screaming, because in other words, when I'm saying let's fuck, eat, ass, lick, clit, people must think that she's a fucking whore. You know what I mean? Stu's talking about banging girls up their ass, and you're his wife. So is Stu doing that to you? People, because I'm so good at when I throw something, they don't realize certain times, of course, it's performative. And I have a creative license to say anything, and I have the balls to say anything. And then where's the line? What are we doing here? What's going on?
When you don't know.
But that's exactly that's part of my that's part of my game. So we do the podcast with Alex. It's only Stu, and I'm running the other day, and there's a girl 40 yards away, and we're men, we're whores, so we could tell a snapping pussy from 40 yards away. Like you could tell when someone is dry. You could fucking tell. I can eye someone up whether they're 500 pounds or 140 pounds, and I could tell if they could give a great blowjob, if they like it up the ass, or if they're a great fuck. And you can't judge a book by its cover. It's just you just fucking know. Okay. Yeah. So this girl's coming at me, and she's that gorgeous that she's distracting. I am literally scared I'm going to fall on my fucking face. But then, 20 yards away, I start smelling beautiful perfume. 10 yards away, 5 yards away, she passes me. Of course, camel toe. Of course, a body, a 10. The face is a 10. But I smell a ton of perfume. And it went back to my days. So when we went to bars, instead of having someone that would be the designated driver, because there was no designated driver, was the guy did 5 lines of Coke and 10 beers and 4 shots. That qualified as your designated driver. You know what I mean? All that meant is he wasn't going to fall asleep at the wheel or throw up. That's your designated driver. That used to be the MO. We had an SVP driver, okay? Doesn't stand for Scott Van Pelt. It stands for Sewer Vagina Pussy. So he would be the person in the bar because, of course, because we had balls. We went after the 10s. You know what I'm saying? And then at 3 a.m, you settled for a fucking hand job from some girl you wouldn't even talk to. You never asked her, whatever. It didn't matter. She could have venereal disease, but at 3 a.m, I don't give a fuck. I'll worry about it. I'll be at the pharmacist the next day and pray to God my dick doesn't fall off. If you don't have an STD by now, you're not trying. So anyway, he would be the person that would go up to the 10s. And if their perfume was strong, we'd be like, we're not fucking that. Because we knew that they had sewer vagina pussy. And that's how they compensate. Because my father taught me when I was young, if you can't eat it, don't fuck it. He literally said that. He literally said, if you can't eat it, don't fuck it. And if you fuck them up their ass, you'll never get them pregnant. So, I mean, that's how I learned how to roll.
Advice.
That's literally how I learned how to roll. Because he said, like I know you're supposed to wear a bag, but wearing a fucking bag, you might as well fucking jerk off. You know, like, I mean, to wear a bag and fuck a girl, what are you doing?
And what year is this? 70s?
78. I was in 11th grade.
Yeah. Because that's like
11th grade.
pre-AIDS scare.
Well, AIDS was only,
Like,
at that time,
Yeah.
that was 1991 was Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
So that's when the world found out
yeah.
really
But,
about AIDS.
80s,
Otherwise,
early 90s,
it was
so
subversive,
when
and it
was-
was
when-
only men on men. We were taught that, even though, of course, that wasn't true.
When did the pill come out? Birth control. Was that a big deal for you guys? Because I've always heard of stories of like life after birth control, but before the AIDS epidemic was just like everybody's fucking everybody.
So it would
'cause you
have
can't
to
get
be.
pregnant, and there was
I would say
nothing
it'd have
worry
to
about.
be late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, so there was like that, almost like a, I don't know, 5, 7, maybe 10-year period. Where
Right.
Like, all right,
But
nobody
we
can get
had a-
pregnant, and
but we had
I
a
don't know,
crew,
there's no such thing as
like
dying from an STD. So let's just fuck.
Right, literally. But even when AIDS came out, when I was young, before I committed to Sandy and I just became monogamous, it was only gays.
Right, so you didn't even think about it.
Never. Never. We were ignorant because that wasn't the case.
Right.
Literally wasn't the case. But, unless you were gay. And then, in the 70s and 80s when, gays, like my friends, they beat him with baseball bats. Like, it was so horrific. It was so wrong.
Your friend?
It was like, well, everybody's friends, right? Like, I mean, that's how it was
So
then.
what are you doing?
But it was horrific. But so, in other words, that was never an issue when we fucked. It didn't even come into our heads.
So were people like, were girls like, do you have a condom? Or they were like, eh?
Yeah, they would always say you got to wear a condom when I'm pregnant, but then we would
pill,
ask,
it's
are you
like-
on the pill?
Yeah.
And if they weren't on the pill, we would get blown first, so that first quick load, or that like you almost premature ejaculate when you're young. I mean, the semen would come right to your penis. You don't know how many times, like even when Donald Trump,
You pointed
when
at me.
I lost
You got it
from
all over
Taj
your face.
Mahal, I lost $100,000 credit line, at the Trump Taj Mahal. And it's before he got married to Marla Maples, so he's dating her. And for my money, Marla Maples is the hottest fucking girl I've ever seen in my life. So I'm literally, so he slows me down when I lost 100, I lost 50 cash on 100 line, and then I go in for another 100, and he literally put me on the shoulder, tapped me on the shoulder.
You're talking about him personally?
Him personally. I was like one of his best losing customers ever at the very beginning. And he was very personal. The reason that he was so successful is he fucking, the minute, if you were a high roller, he kissed your fucking ass.
Sure.
He was the first person. As much food as you want, Cristal, anything, penthouse, he gave it away because he knew he was smart. So anyway, they had in the high roller part of the Taj Mahal, they had a restaurant called Scheherazade. And Scheherazade was right on. So, like, if I'm gambling here and I lost, the restaurant's right there and you walk in. And the only people in that restaurant are high rollers. And it was the best fucking food in the world. And so I could walk in there and get 7 bottles of Cristal at $400 a bottle, and nobody blinked. Nobody looked at your hey, is this guy, is this guy credit worthy? Because you're in this room, whatever. So I'm with Marla Maples, and I'm trying to pick her up. Sandy's like right there, but like, I'm taking a shot because she's a fucking 10, like literally, for me, not for everybody, but for me, she had it.
The one, yeah.
So, I literally I made a couple of major moves that now I might have, like if she ratted me out and they had it on tape, I would probably get arrested for you can't say what I said. And she pissed.
What do you think you said? Give me an example.
I'd be like, yeah, I know he owns the place, but can he fuck? He can't fuck like me. I mean, like, I'm telling you right now, I can go for 2 hours, come and go another 2 hours. Like, that's my MO to everyone at that time. Because I could, and I did.
You say that.
Yeah,
You
you
say,
could.
dude, I always say, sorry to interrupt you, the most amazing pickup I've ever seen in my life was in Newport, Rhode Island. I got a buddy who's like 6'5", big, tall guy. He's talking to this beautiful woman. My other buddy, who's a little guy, comes up, steps in between them, and he says, look at him. Look at me. Everything's been handed to him his whole life. He won't even eat your pussy. He won't do anything. He won't even fucking. They're best friends. He won't even fucking try. Me, I'll fucking sweat like a warhog. I'll have your heels pinned to the bed.
But that's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's literally the truth.
Yeah.
So in other words, and then I'm getting close to her, like touching her a little bit, try to grind, and she shuts me the fuck down, like the worst ever. So I go to the bathroom, and then I go to pee, and I ejaculated against my penis, and my pee came all over me, like it spit on me. So I had to go buy another fucking outfit. So anyway,
Covered in pee at the Taj Mahal.
I told this story on Pardon My Take when they came to my house. It was like the first major story. The big cat immediately. Sandy's sitting at the table there with all her friends. I'm barbecuing. It's me, PFT, KFC. It's fucking Hank. It's Rhea. And it's right before they got the van talk. Mm-hmm. So Big Cat and PFT are like, after this is over, they're like on a table talking about they just got the van talk on ESPN. Mm-hmm. And it was the wild, a hawk came down and scooped up a fucking rabbit and ate it. And they came back to our table and dropped it on the chair. And Sandy says, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about because it looks secretive, but whatever it is, it's going to be a bad thing.
Not good, yeah.
P.S. They fucking got canned.
Way.
It was like surreal.
Bad
But anyway,
omen, yeah.
so that we would never hit on the girls that have perfume. So I spoke about that on the podcast. It's on the podcast
Hell
right
yeah.
now. Sue a vagina pussy. And then so Alex thinks I'm full of shit. He Googles it. It's a fucking problem. It's a legit. So, because what happens if you went down there and 8 girls, they would put like perfume on their fucking thighs.
I think I had this problem when I was in high school.
Tastes like rubbing alcohol.
No, before I went out before I was ever having sex or talking to women, you throw a square of cologne on there.
Right, because
yeah.
because in
No
those days
one was gonna see my penis for another 5 years.
Right.
But I was still like, maybe.
You never know.
But in those days, if something smelt, that's humiliating. Like someone would never talk to you again.
I still think that's pretty humiliating. If
it is. I mean, but it's a condition.
Sewer
like
I've never
pussy.
had the issue.
Like it's.
I've never run into one
with the pussy or you.
A pussy.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, I've had.
Oh, are you kidding me? I go right to. I'd be like, oh. I'd be like, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll get my clothes on, leave. If I'm at her place, I'm leaving. Or if I'm at my place, I would go to, then we didn't have cell phones. You'd have to go to a fucking regular phone. So you'd have to, I don't know what I would do. And I said, I have to make a call. And they'd be like, oh my God, my friend's in trouble. He just got arrested. I got to go. And then we would just end the fucking conversation. Never see the fucking person again.
I had a friend who.
Ghost. That was the original ghost. Sue a vagina pussy.
When it was a real ghost, when you never saw me again.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
Not like you still followed me on everything.
Yeah.
Never saw me again.
It's not that we
was
don't
a
talk
fucking
anymore.
ghost.
It's that I don't exist to you anymore. He was in the backseat of a car with a girl, and he was going down on her and trying to have sex with her, and it smelled so bad, and it was like hotboxing because it was like a tiny, little, shitty coupe, and he rolled the window down and puked out the window. Oh. It was so bad that he.
I mean, because that's. I mean, and I think.
And then I think he was like.
I feel horrific for those people because it's so Alex Googled it. It's a whole condition.
I'll tell you what
you do, it's not curable.
Stu, I'm happy I could talk to you about this direct because. God bless Summer's Eve and all those products that just.
Oh yeah, douches and stuff. Oh,
I mean, if you're not doing that, if you got a problem, there's problems. There's ways to fix it.
Well, certain
pH
times yes,
balances
certain times
and all
no.
that. Well, if you got SVP, sewer, vagina, pussy, then you might be in trouble.
Right.
But every other girl out there, you
but
probably don't realize it, but it's like, get in there.
But I don't mind. I don't mind a smell. A smell's fine. I like smells. I'm good. I ate ass in a whorehouse for years, so I don't mind that. And like a fishy, people. That's good.
Tastes like pennies.
Right. Whatever. Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Copper.
That's what it's supposed to taste like. But you're talking like a dead rat. You're talking like a dead skull of a body that they just opened the door and found. Ted Kaczynski's fucking victims. The police walk in, you see, in the movies when there's dead bodies, you open a door and even the cops turn the other way and throw up. In other words, that's a real fucking thing. Oh, so funny.
So wait, when Sandy
Getty
hears
what?
these stories, she's heard these before, and now she's hearing you tell them publicly, or she's
No,
finding out for the first time too?
no, she never heard these.
That's
Never.
'Cause now, so are you going to be getting in like 50-year-old fights? Like you never told me this
what do
back
you
in
ta- What do you mean?
1972?
It happens. Listen, this is my normal day. Comes down because she's worked for like 13 years because I went broke 13 years ago, and she went back. So anyway, so she comes down, and she'll, let's say she's a little tired, and she'll be like, "Why'd you put so many fucking paper plates in a paper plate holder? It's only you, me, 4 people here. Why does it have to be stacked like this? And why are all these fucking napkins in a napkin holder? What the fuck's going on? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. When I retire, there's no way that's gonna happen." I'm like, "What's up your ass?" "Yeah, because you know what's up my ass? I saw your fucking post today. Your fucking post, you fucking pig." And certain times, she'll start crying. She'll like, "I don't know why I'm stuck here. I don't know why I stayed with you." And that can happen every day.
That's tough. It's a tough scene.
Sure, it's tough.
Yeah. And what do you say in those moments? Do you say like
I'm like, "Honey, this is how I make a living now. What do you want to live in a pine box? You want to live in a $2.5 million house? Fucking sit in first row every fucking show. You know, you want to spend $3,000, $4,000 a week on takeout? You don't have to cook, do you? So that goes with the fucking territory." She's like, "Fuck you. I should have fucking left you." You know, like. Because think about it. I've been with her wire to wire, back to back since March 11th, 1978. So every mistake I've made, everything that's gone wrong, every slip that I've called her a cunt, "You piece of shit, you selfish, ungrateful whore," you know, like, you get in horrible fights, and I fight dirty, you know. Same with her for that matter. We go into the gutter. Now she's like, "You ain't all that. You ain't fucking me for 2 fucking hours. I don't know who you're fucking. Stop your fucking shit. I'm gonna write a fucking book. Your fucking book." Because when my book came out,
What's the name of that again?
Betcha I Can. So they made the movie Two for the Money. Right. And that was a disgruntled employee's standpoint on him working for me. They used my TV show in the movie.
It was McConaughey.
Yeah, it was Al Pacino played me. Rene Russo played my wife. Matthew McConaughey in real life played a disgruntled employee that worked for me from 1990 to 95. And in the movie, they used my Sports Advisors TV show that Dave and his father and his uncle watched. The reason I'm here, the reason he called me to bring back the show, rebranded. He watched it for like 7 years. I had $100,000 a week budget. I was the only show on TV. I was making $1 million a year. $1.5 million a year. That's equivalent to $20 million right now. No one was making. Nobody. Like literally, there's no one.
Were you involved in the making of the movie, or they just
no, absolutely not. Not a fucking thing. Not a word.
Nobody contacted you or anything?
I found out about it. So this kid leaves me in real life. He leaves me, writes the letter, leaves a fucking Rolex watch that I gave him.
Did something go wrong?
What happened was this. He fed my 900 numbers. That was his forte. Fabulous voice, talked quick, very glib, very funny, and he fed the games. So he was allowed to pick the games for 3 different numbers, okay? And 3 different separate phone numbers, separate companies. Right. Because what we found out is these people were paying 20 companies at a time. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I only own 1. I'm like, so that means I'm giving 19 fucking companies money. So I opened 20 of them. So now so the guy paid me times 20. I'm like, this is crazy. So I went from $1.9 million a year on 900 numbers to $8 million. I'm like, this is unbelievable. So he went into a horrific losing streak with no winning streak to back it up. So he hit like 20%. He wiped out the business. Jesus. So my brother-in-law took over picking the games. And within like 40 days, my numbers went back up to old numbers. He couldn't handle his ego that now he was just a feeder. Mm-hmm. His ego was on the line that he could win. Right. Where he actually never could win. Never. He was about as bad as there could be. So he quit because of that. He quit, goes to Australia for 2 weeks, becomes a caddy at the Riviera Country Club, is balls fucking broke eating ramen noodles. Dustin Hoffman and Rene Russo's husband, Danny Gilroy, he's caddying for them. And, 18 holes. You got 5 hours. He gives it a shot. He pitches him. Dustin Hoffman gives him $20,000 on the spot to buy the life rights. Danny Gilroy's going to produce the movie. He writes the screenplay. Sits on Dustin Hoffman's desk for 3 years and gives the project back. So now Danny Gilroy, Rene Russo shop it, and they get Al Pacino, Matthew McConaughey, Jeremy Piven, Amanda Sante. But before they gave it to before Dustin Hoffman said, I'm not going to do this, Dustin Hoffman and Rene Russo are riding horses in Arizona. And he left me in 95. And to his credit, he said, Stu, what you're asking me to do, you don't need. You could use this kid to fill right in for me. And this kid did. And my 3 best years was when he left, 95, 6, 7. I wrote 12 million, 14 million, 16 million at like 30% profit, 40% profit. It was stupid. Okay. So I have 220 full and part-time people working for me. One of my salesmen comes in my office and says, Stu, you're not going to fucking believe this. My buddy runs a security firm in Arizona to keep paparazzis away from stars. And right now, he's in front of Dustin Hoffman and Rene Russo. And Dustin Hoffman just dick dropped that he's playing this Jew, Stu Feiner, on Long Island in a movie. I'm like, listen, do me a fucking favor. Get the fuck back on the phone, you jerk off, and stop fucking pulling my dick. Because they would pull tricks on me. The key would be because I would hide under people's desks when I came in the fucking office, and I would scare the living fuck out of them. Or they would order food, and I would put like worms in their food when they opened it. I would take a shit right on their desk when they walked in. Like there's nothing I wouldn't do for a joke. Right on the fucking desk. Literally pulled my fucking pants down with my 5 7/8 inch dick. Everyone looking at it and just shit like on command in a circle like it's a fucking parsley and cheese sausage. So we used to take people up to the roof and hang them by their ankles, tell them we're going to kill them, unless they wrote money. I am the best for a joke, and nothing is better than me scaring you. Every day, you'd open the door and I'd be like, bah! And I'm loud and I'm scared. People would have 6 coffees dropped. There's nothing I wouldn't do.
Terror, dude.
This sounds like Danny DeVito and Sonny talking about what
there's nothing I wouldn't do.
A balloon full of champagne out and go, oh, it tastes like good life, you piece of shit.
So anyway, I don't believe this guy. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And he was adamant. So I threw him out. My brother-in-law who runs the place says, listen, Stu, you got the kid crying upstairs. He's like, he's fucking dead serious. I'm like, tell that piece of shit to give me Danny Gilroy's number right now if it's fucking true. So he gives me Danny Gilroy's number. I call the phone. It's Danny Gilroy. So I say to Danny, meanwhile, from 95 to 97, I did so great, and I was making so much money. I tried to reach out to Brandon, get him back to work for me. I'm like, come on, kid, I'm killing. You're fucking, there's no way you do it. I didn't know anything about his life. I paid people, find the kid. He changed his name because he went undercover. So I couldn't find the kid, and I spent thousands trying to look for him. Private eyes, nothing. So it's Danny Gilroy's number. So I say to Danny Gilroy, literally, listen, you scumbag fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fuck your wife, Rene Russo. I'm going to skull fuck her, come all over. Who the fuck are you to write a movie about me? I'll sue your fucking ass. I do my Stu Feiner rip-ass.
Yeah.
Within a minute, Brandon calls me. I've been trying to look for the guy for 2 years. What are you doing? You can't threaten Danny Gilroy. You're going to fuck up the whole project. I'm like, what project, you motherfucker? What's going on? He tells me the whole story. I go, listen, that ain't happening. That ain't fucking happening. He goes, okay, this is the deal. I'm going to come back to work for you, and we'll make amends. And once the movie happens, I'll cut you in, we'll make money. He got paid $250,000. P.S. It's 3 weeks before the fucking movie coming out. Now, he was on Stephen A. Smith. He was on ESPN. He was interviewed by everybody because it's the first movie on sports gambling.
Yeah.
You got fucking the greatest cast in the world. In the fucking world. A++ people. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He cuts me out.
Ugh.
Cuts me out.
He probably
cuts
never was
me
gonna cut you in the first place.
100%.
Yeah.
But Al Pacino ends up fucking hating this guy, would not allow him to be on the movie set. He said, Al Pacino said, I hate this guy. He makes me uncomfortable. I don't want him fucking near here. So he was in the movie for a 10-second part, but it was like Al Pacino didn't even want him there. He was in for he was supposed to be like for an hour and a 10-second part. So, behind my back, him and a partner went partners on a website. And then I told the partner, I hope I'm not allowed to say this, but I told the partner, I'm not being robbed in plain daylight. I'm literally, I don't care what happened. You don't understand. You must think I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm not allowing you to do this. So he said, all right, listen, this is what we're going to do. I can't do something wrong to this guy right now because he's hot. So they opened the website and we robbed every one of his names. So all the names that went to that website, I took and put them into 10 other websites. So this guy made me like $5 million. I just robbed him blind. And it was great.
I don't know if you're getting it, guys. I robbed him.
Right. And he was a fucking total dummy because, like, thieves are not smart. He's not smart. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't realize once he's robbing and doing something bad that, he just thought he's got the world by the balls. But we circumvented him, so that's how life works. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. There's everybody, somebody's always smarter than you.
Did Pacino and McConaughey and them know that you were like, that this movie was about you?
100%. What do you mean? Absolutely. He had to tell him.
Yeah.
He told them everything.
Say, we're going to make a
no, but they
gambler and
no. They told him everything. Absolutely told him everything. Absolutely told him anything. So, and then eventually they fucked him, and the other people fucked him, of course, and he's broke now. He's hiding from people. He owes money to a lot of people.
Yeah, that.
So he's hiding.
Did you have any contact with them ever?
Never.
I feel like we might, maybe not Pacino, but maybe McConaughey.
No, McConaughey. What do you mean? He was on here with Big Cat and PFT, and they told him it was about me.
Right.
Yeah, and he said, I knew. He knew that.
Did you ever? But like,
no, I never did.
Connect you guys.
No, I never did. I never did because whatever. I'm able. It's widely written. Like in other words, like for example, I could call Al Pacino's agent and say, hey, can I have a meeting with Al? And I want to talk about the movie. Yeah. But it's meaningless now.
Yeah, but if you could ever sit down with those guys for the podcast, only Stu, that would be incredible.
Well,
be like, what was your experience?
I would rather get my foot in the door, have an actual movie in play that would be this from my standpoint.
Same thing, but
and then I could call them.
Yeah.
Then I'm saying, listen, I have this project. I would like to just talk to you on my podcast about this. So in other words,
it's not impossible.
No, nothing's
low
impossible.
Budget, lower
because
budget.
Because of Barstool, because of the buzz, nothing's impossible. Nobody in the world's out of reach. From Elon Musk to Tom Brady to Al Pacino, really. But I've never really in other words, every day of my life, I say Al Pacino played me in the movie too for the money. That's worth $1 billion.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? The credibility.
Part of the allure.
It's almost equal to when Dave Portnoy, when he called me and said, I want to bring back your show. That credibility was worth $1 billion.
Yes.
Forget about the money I made. That credibility alone was worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
And now Dave Portnoy hitched his horse to me, and I'm sitting next to him. You know what I mean? Like, independent of everything. That's so. But in other words, so what was how did we circle it? Oh, so my point with Marlon Maples is that so in other words, Sandy. So I wrote the book, and in the book, I thought when I wrote the book as a comeback because a couple of things happened. Sandy found out that I owed millions and millions of dollars that she never knew about to the mafia, to the government, to friends.
Were you just like? Did you feel like the walls closing in on you? Like
no, you know why?
You thought you were in control.
No, because you know what I have the crazy and it's an innate ability, and it's not a good characteristic. I never take a loss. I don't want to lose. So I went to the smartest people in the world, and they said, Stu, very simple plan here: sell your fucking house, go bankrupt, fuck everybody, and start over. Everybody does this. It was like one of Donald Trump's lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump's come. At the time, Donald wasn't viewed as he is now, like a sociopath.
But that
He was
works
viewed-
with gambling debts, though. Like, is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Business debts.
Business debts. Okay.
Business debts. Everybody does this every day.
Yeah.
And for me,
Fuck everybody.
For me, I can never do that. I just did. Like, I have a balls of stone. I could fucking look a billionaire in the face and play poker with it. I'm not physical poker. I'm not a good poker. But I have the confidence. Like, if I'm in a room with Portnoy, Eli Musk, they're not better than me. They're just not. They bleed like I bleed. It's how I feel. A bum on the street. We're talking about on the yak. A bum on the street is no different than Elon Musk. They're humans. It just didn't go the right way for that guy. I don't give a fuck that Elon Musk is the smartest guy in the world. What does that mean? Big deal. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? You're the same. So anyway, I said, I'm not doing that. And I went to another guy. And he gave me the exact, I must have spent literally like $60,000 getting advice from people. And every person told me, I'm never getting out of the hole. It was like a $7 million hole. You're never getting out of the hole. First of all, eventually the mafia people, you're not going to fucking pay them. They're going to fucking shoot you,
Yeah.
Which that was the direct reverse. They were the only people at the beginning that stood up.
Yeah.
They said, Stu, you've been a fucking Jew, a good earner for us for fucking ever. You got balls of stone. Your name in the street is gold. You never beat a guy out of a fucking penny. We'll wait. And they did. They stopped the clock on the money. The Times paying like 4 points a week on $3 million. It's $12,000 a week with nothing coming off the fucking top. Nothing.
Wow.
They waited. And the government eventually put liens against me. That was like a couple of million. And my friends, which was the worst part when Sandy found out, because she was humiliated. We went to baseball, and I didn't have any money to sign my kids up for baseball. Like, it was like 60. I didn't have any money. So she went there, and she was going to borrow money. And the head of the baseball said, no, you're good. So, like, she was humiliated, though. You know what I mean? She doesn't want handouts.
Yeah, right.
So,
when you find out that, you think
but
you're
my point
upset
was,
and you're not.
right, but my point was that I didn't want to fail. So I paid everybody back. I worked my fucking dick off. Because I knew that eventually, when I took trazodone, this fucking depressant that's supposed to help you with anxiety. Like, I almost crashed my car, like, on the Southern State. I fell asleep for like 2 minutes on it. Really? And I have no idea how, I should be dead.
But drifting back.
Like literally, like, it was crazy. So I told my doctor, I said, I should fucking shoot you because you shouldn't even be allowed to prescribe this to people. Because, like, if you take antidepressants and it goes bad, you could literally kill yourself. And that's literally, I was one of those people. So I got off of that. And then I just worked my dick off to pay everyone back. So I always had a total confidence in myself that no matter what, I can do it.
Yeah.
Blindly. So
how long did that take you?
To have that?
No, to get out of the hole.
13 years.
That's a long time.
A long grind, man.
6 years, I was balls broke. But I am a great salesman.
The
so
best.
when I played the part, like when I walked down the street, you couldn't even tell I was broke.
Yeah.
Unless I owed
keep
you
up the-
1,600, 2,500, 3,500, 500. I piecemeal. So my point is, when I was in trouble, I just borrowed. Like, I didn't care the consequences. I had no idea how I was going to give it back. I had no plan. But for like 4 years, I lived like Jesus Christ. I lived like the king of the world, but it was on all borrowed money. Like, I'm so, like, and then people started saying, "How the fuck are you going to Madonna? How you going to Arizona? Where? What do you mean you're going to France? You owe me XXXXXXX." Sandy found out, and that was the lowest point. So she was about to leave me. She said, "I had enough. This is
yikes.
way over the top." So I write my book, Betcha I Can. And that was my comeback. That gave me the confidence that I'm going to do a movie. If my asshole buddy who robbed me can do a movie, I'm going to do a movie. Well, of course, couldn't do the movie. That was $1 billion lottery ticket that he hit.
Yeah.
That was a one. That is never happening again. Never.
I mean, Stu in the movie.
No, but I'm saying, but like,
of course.
To get the cast, and it has to go perfectly right.
So when she finds out, she like, I'm leaving you? Like,
well, yeah. She stopped fucking me for 6 months. She moved,
worst part of all.
She wanted to move to a room downstairs, and I think half the time she was in a room downstairs. Now, of course, as a male, as a slut, I'm thinking she got to be fucking someone else. Mm-hmm. But that's not how women work.
Right.
Like, that isn't like women can play with vibrators, come
she
themselves.
can turn that off. And
right,
fine,
or she turned it off. Yeah. She's like, I'm not fucking you. I'm not fucking anyone, you males. Right, literally. Yeah. That's what happened.
Humongous news. KFC Radio and all of Barstool Sports is officially becoming Team Body Armor. You've seen us drinking it from the beginning. We are now official partners, us and all the best athletes. Everyone who needs proper hydration. They have all the best products, the best flavors, the best athletes, like I said. Now they have the best podcasters. There's no artificial stuff in Body Armor. They have the best flavors. That's not even a joke. We just did the Pride Parade. Shout out Pride. The only thing getting me through this right now is Body Armor. It's genuinely delicious. The strawberry banana is unbelievable. It is superior hydration. It's got all the electrolytes, all the potassium, all the vitamins, all the other fancy stuff that you need in your body. You can get that with Body Armor. There's Body Armor sports drinks and sports water all over the office. Again, if you've been watching the show, I'm pouring some on myself. Don't waste the Body Armor. If you've been watching the show, you see it's all we've been drinking for years, and now we are finally officially linking up with them. Every fridge full of Body Armor. Every cooler full of Body Armor. Every hallway full of Body Armor. You cannot miss it if you are consuming Barstool Sports content, because it is the best. Because it's the best, you need to get on the Body Armor wave. As I mentioned one more time, athletes drink it. If athletes drink it, it's got to be good for you. Podcasters drink it. If podcasters drink it, it's got to be good for you. As I said, my favorite flavor right now, strawberry banana. I drink it at the office. My fridge at home is full of it. I drink it at the gym because I'm putting up weights. It is everything you need for everything right here in Body Armor. So buy Body Armor now on Amazon. Go to Prime. You'll have it in a day. You'll have it in 2 days, however long it takes, I forget. But go right now. Get Body Armor. It is delicious. I mean, I'm going to do a little Body Armor chug just to get back. Bang! Whack it down. Get it on Prime. Body Armor, strawberry banana.
Mm-hmm. So I write my book, Betcha I Can. And I figured we were done. We were dead. So then the minute I started writing the book, I'm like, I got confidence again. I got muscles. I'm rolling. And then everything just started hitting. I figured out the internet. For 3 years in a row, I hit 61%, giving every game for free. Jesus. I fucking was on, and making no money, but I built my reputation back by winning. And you didn't have to believe me. Go on the fucking internet and see it. Go on Twitter. Every fucking game is there. Okay? And I wrote this book, and in the book, I put stuff that I never should have put. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't know that we were going to stay married.
Oh. Geez, so you're writing that almost thinking like this is done.
Right. Yeah. It's done.
Might as well. Yeah.
It's done.
Burn the boats.
So then all of a sudden she fucking said to me, like one day, she said she read the manuscript and she was hysterical crying. And she said, you can't put this out. I go, what do you mean I can't put it out? I'm putting it out. It's already in motion. She goes, do you realize what you fucking are saying in this fucking book? Mm-hmm. And then I had to tell her, what happened and how it happened and whatever.
Here's why.
Yeah, I mean, but she was never leaving.
Oh, Jesus.
She was never, like,
But so do you think you wouldn't have
I would have never wrote this.
Really?
I would have never. There's certain parts of the book that I said things. No way. Like even the person that I wrote the book with, they're like, "You sure you want to put this?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, my marriage is over. It's over. There's no going back. There's no going back. So what happened was.
Did you ever have like a "this is me, take it or leave it, baby"? I know it's not easy, but like are you in or you're out?
Well, the transgressions that the book was written in 2008, right? Mm. And the transgressions that I put in the book happened in 1982.
Statute of limitations on that one,
So It isn't like it isn't like
a 30-year.
Right.
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the specific ones was this. I had a business in a 2-story building. And so you walk in the door, and right to your left is this little office. And there's this 2 guys. And their job was to get strippers for nightclubs. Now, 1982, when I'm talking strippers, I'm talking scale of 1 to 10, they were 4s. They were heroin, crack addicts, sluts, thin as a rail, no tits, scars on their face. But when you went to a club in 1982, that was in these dive strip joints on Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was no top-of-the-line strip joint.
Yeah.
There was none. Didn't exist. They were
yeah.
they were crack whores. And then, of course, you go to the bar, and then you wait for the bar to close, and you're getting blown in your car. You're fucking them. You don't even know what you're doing. But that was the normal MO those days. So,
anything could slip in.
no, I mean, that was like the MO in those days. So this fucking guy would send fucking strippers up to the top, and then all my guys and us would fuck them. Okay. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, this guy in a fucking drop-dead gorgeous suit, totally minted out hair, jewelry all over the place. They introduced me to him. They go, "Hey, this is Joey. His nickname is Joey Bang Bang. Just got out of jail for killing fucking. So he did 17 years, killed fucking people." I'm like, it's like, what do you do? I told him what he did. He goes, he was hysterical laughing. He goes, fucking sit down right now. We're drinking cappuccino. You fucking tell me what you do. No. Explain something to me. So these fucking people, you know nothing. I go, no, I really have a. Come on! You're not bookmaking. No, I never took a bet. You're not bookmaking. No. They pay you? They're like, he grinned by 30. He goes, it's the greatest thing I ever heard. I fucking love you. You're telling me you fucking scamming people. I'm not scamming them. You don't have it. Come on. What are you fucking talking to? He's like, you want me to kill you now? And like, he has a gun. He's like, I put a gun to my head. You want to kill you? Don't fucking tell me you're a scam. Say you're a scam. I'm like, I'm not a scam. He's like smacking me like it's like a movie smacking me. Hey, listen, this guy's got balls. He introduces me to all his psycho fucking people. Like, they love me. They call me, he's like Stu Jew. This fucking Jew. He's an earner. So we go from like 10 people upstairs to like 35. He has a card game every Friday. A couple of my people are playing cards with him. My partner, I was 21. My partner was 43. My partner was this old school Italian jerk off.
Yeah, I think you mentioned him last time. Yeah.
Yeah. And this guy hated him. So they sent the guy upstairs to work for me. This guy was like a Luca Brasi guy. We put all the numbers on the board. This guy sees we're writing $100,000 a week, $150,000 a week. Goes down. This guy Joey fucking makes a move on my partner, smacks him around when I wasn't there, smacks him around, and then he brought me out a couple of times to high-end fucking girls, and we fucked them, twosomes, threesomes, whatever. It was crazy. So I put that shit in the book.
Hey, I mean, made for a good book.
That's how I figured it.
Yeah.
So, so that hurt me.
Did you like, were you just trying to get the money, or did you like, quote unquote, fame and being one of these guys and high rollers and some of the influential people and mobsters? Like, did you like that life, or you were just like, I just want money?
I never liked the mobsters in reality, because I saw the cold, hard, real stuff of that. It was scary.
Right.
Like it was, it was scary.
Right.
Like,
but at your peak, you're like meeting athletes and parties.
I never met at my peak. I never met athletes because remember now, gambling was not legal.
Right. So
gambling was looked at like death.
Yeah. Right.
No one spoke to me. No one ever spoke to me. Like even the people that used to watch me on TV had $100,000 a week budget. They never said hello to me. They would shun me. The NFL said you can't fucking go near this guy. So I never spoke to those people.
Yeah.
I always brought almost like an Allen Iverson type mentality. I brought my friends up. I was the only guy that made money. I didn't cut no deal that if I make it, you make it. But when I went out, I wanted to go out with everyone. You know, that was my mentality. You know, whatever I made that day, I'm spending that day. We're going to Atlantic City. We're getting 2 limos. I'm giving everyone $500, $1,000. We go to the Garden. We see the Knicks. We see Michael Jordan. I'm spending. We're going to Smith & Wollensky's. I'm fitting the bill because I just made the money. You know, I didn't have the knowledge or the street sense or the business acumen to know that, hey, moron, spend 20%, save 80%, buy a couple of buildings, buy strip stores. My buddy in 86, says to me, I told him Giants are playing Denver in the Super Bowl. It's the first Giants Super Bowl in Pasadena. And I said, I'm spending like $50,000. We got 50-yard lines. We're in the best fucking hotel in Pasadena. We're in the Ritz-Carlton. I got fucking 8 rooms, blah, blah. And he goes, $50,000? He goes, I just bought these 3 buildings, $50,000 each. Give me a 50. Don't go to the Super Bowl, and we'll see. 3 buildings right now worth $20 million each. Oof. I saw him 30 years later in life. He's living in some fucking $14 million house. He's a $100 million guy. He's like, he's like, do you remember? Do you remember, you fucking asshole? You know. Meanwhile, I'm trying to borrow $1,800 from the guy. Yeah. Because I needed to keep the lights on at my fucking house. Man. And the guy's like, do you remember? Do you remember?
50,000.
You know.
Wow.
So.
I mean, in the end, it all works out, right?
But listen, I got lucky.
Yeah. Well, I got lucky. When you weren't here, you said, I got lucky. I tell my kids and my kids' friends when they come around, I tell them, you're never going to be me. You're never going to make this money. I got lucky. It's never going to happen to you. And also, this is my money, and I'm going to spend every dime of it, and you're not getting any of it.
Right. But I mean, that was from day one. I'm not leaving my kids any money. You know what I'm saying? Like now I have a.
Do you think that's why they're all pretty successful though? Running their own business and shit? Because they're like, well, Dad's not giving me shit.
Well, I've told them that, so they can't sit on me.
Yeah.
You know, you can't believe how many people that are rich, their kids are disasters.
Totally.
Because the worst thing in the world is to be entitled.
Yep.
If my father was rich, I would have been a cokehead fuck up and dead by 40, dead by 30. Yeah. There's not a question in my mind. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, when I explain it, I invented a fucking $1 trillion industry right now. I invented it. You're not inventing that. You're just not. I see you. As my third kid is really zoned in. He's 28 years old. He owns a fucking gym. He owns a restaurant. He owns a food truck. Has a multi-million-dollar business where he wires $5 to $10 million houses for audio, visual, blinds, cameras. He's going to be a monster. Mm-hmm. He's going to make a ton of money, but he's still not me. You know, like for example, when he was all Long Island and all Metro, he was 113 tackles in 12th grade, 3rd most in school history, Farmingdale High School football. He's a linebacker, and our school's amazing. He played no sports 10th and 11th grade. He had Tommy John surgery in 9th grade. He never came back. So he said, and so then I brought him to Dr. Dines, the top fucking doctor in the fucking world. Was the Olympic tennis guy. He says he has a torn labrum, torn shoulder capsule. We got to cut him open, 18 months rehab. So that means my son would miss all of his 12th grade into his first year of college. And he was throwing 84, 83 in 7th grade. He had a shot. He's like, fucking Dad, fuck this. I don't care if I can never throw a baseball again. I am not missing my 12th grade year, and I'm not having any more surgery. So he pumps in the gym. He walks on to the football team. He was the best kid on the fucking team in practice in August. Came from nowhere. Was insane. Doesn't start until week 4. Becomes all Long Island, all Metro, plays in the Boomer game. He was ranked 187, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Meanwhile, he's a 5'8", Jewish, if I'm allowed to say, white kid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Feiner on the back of the
but in other
jersey.
words, he's super successful. He's going to be amazing successful, but he's not going to be me. So my point is that when he won that award, I was so proud. And all he said to me was, Dad, trying to fill your shoes. Oh. Yeah. You know, this makes me cry. You know what I mean? That was wow.
Yeah, no, totally.
He said, all I'm trying to do is fill your shoes. That was it. But he's not me. Yeah. And that, by saying that was the ultimate respect.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you've done a good job, man. That's
So,
like that's.
but I'm
that's
saying
what it's about.
but the point with Sandy is that there's scars forever.
Yeah.
Like any little mistake I make goes back to everything. You know what I mean? Like how many people have been with the same person 45 years? Not many. Like none. Like normally when, these rich people, they're on their third wife.
Yeah.
Because they've made mistakes with the other wives and they're not taking shit. Like I'm indebted to her forever.
Right.
She's got me by the balls forever in so many levels, but she's got me physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Like even if, let's say, one of the hottest girl in here said, they had a brain aneurysm. They said, Stu, I want to have your babies. Like I would have to say, I love you, but no thank you. Because I'm never breaking the girl's heart. Like that would break her fucking heart. Like I've broken it 50 fucking times.
Right.
So I pay a price.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I mean,
that's what I. So like I pay a price. So that's why
But at the end of the day, I feel like you've done it.
Well, I've done it the best I can.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not perfect, but I've done it the best I fucking can. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think she was happy when I created the perfect hour of sex? And I'm walking around 15 minutes eating ass, 15 minutes licking clit, 30 minutes fucking, can't hold your love, bring a vibrator? You think she was happy when I printed 3,000 cum towels that say "Let's fuck eat ass lick up" with my face on it, and I'm handing them out at junior high schools to the teachers that used to be my teachers. High school, she's humiliated. She's like, what the fuck? Like, whatever. I'm like, honey, this is great.
Love.
I spent $4. I'm selling it for $20. We just sold 1,000. That's $16,000 fucking dollars. She's crying. She's like, I don't care. Like, why'd you have to do that? And the funny thing is that her friends though appreciate me.
Yeah. Well, they don't have to fucking, be with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They don't have to go home to you.
But I have her friends have known me since high school, so they've saved me a lot of times. Where I'm sure if they turned on me,
it would have been over.
Right.
Yeah. We said leave them in the dirt.
Literally.
Yeah.
That was never said.
Right.
See.
Right.
As ugly as it was, as bad as it was, as much as I've lied, cheated, stealed on a lot of levels with her emotionally, let's say, not physically, whatever, they never turned on me. But they don't have to live with me either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Right.
So, so it's like anything, it's a balancing
life.
act. I'm very
It's life,
complicated. I paid a price for my success. I paid a price to hold the family together.
Yeah.
I paid a price to hang on to my wife, for that many years and whatever. So, but listen, at the end of the day, I'm humble, I'm grateful, I'm blessed. I'm the most luckiest guy on the face of the earth because I do what I love. I still do it. And I have now I have sea legs where I could really score out, there's nothing I can't do in this world. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I mean, my Twitter account's been taken down 4 times. I only have 170,000 followers because I'm shadow banned since 1997. I had to scrub more shit than fucking Hank did when fucking the word came down, start scrubbing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I related to Hank. I'm like, Hank, did you scrub everything? Because I know what I had to scrub. And I wasn't a fucking $1 million company. I was a one man. Well, I guess I was.
But I mean,
it was much easier to scrub what I did rather than 50. You know the deal. You know the deal. So it's funny.
No, what I love the most though, it is the two sides of it is very cool. So I think this is going to play out well when people see.
Because to be honest with you, what I've noticed is most people, I'd say 90% people, they don't want to talk about their faults. They don't want to talk about their failures. They don't want to talk about their embarrassment. They want to paint a picture of, here I am, I did it myself.
I want to see everybody
else's
else's
no bumps and bruises, right, this was easy, I'm brilliant. You're never getting that from me.
No.
I'm very talented, but I am a glorious failure in the eyes of God. That's what I am. That's pretty much my Stu Feiner. That's the story. I'm glorious, but I'm a failure.
You got to write one more book.
Well, I'm gonna. Hopefully that I'm meeting with
the-
Kenny Katz tonight. I'm hoping that he puts the pieces together. Saquon Barkley's agent. Yeah. So he's taking me to Carbone, and then we're gonna schmooze and hope to God that things happen. That's
Love it.
I'm praying to God that happens, and it's going to be for sale today, my comedy show. So I'm going to see, my part of my ego's like, I'm going to sell out in 5 seconds, 120 people. What are you, crazy?
Right.
The reality is my son Alex is like, listen, you don't understand. you're going to fucking lose money. You're going to give away 60 fucking tickets. You're paying $1,000 for the venue, and the guy's getting 30%. You got to give him 30% of what you gave away. You're going to lose $5,000 on this fucking deal. Don't give anybody any tickets for free. Everybody pays for the meet and greet. Then I sum my head. I'm like, I'm saying, yes, you're right, Alex, but I'm thinking, how can I charge this guy? How can I charge you? I'm sure you've been in that spot too.
Totally. It's a business.
Right. Yeah. It's a business. When someone's KFC, I've been your fucking friend for 40 years. You're telling me I got to pay for a fucking ticket? And you're like, hey, well,
if I do it for you, and I do it for you, and I do it for you. Yeah.
But that's the truth. If you do it for one person, the floodgates open.
That is the game, man.
So he's a little nervous with that.
I think it's all going to be great, dude. I didn't know the stand-up thing was happening. That's going to be very cool. The book will be great. Keep writing, baby. Keep writing the Stu Feiner story.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm very, very blessed, very grateful that you trust me, and we're best friends, and you guys have me.
Thank you so much.
Means the world. I don't ever take it for granted. I don't ever minimize it. I'm 62. That. If I was 40 and 30, different. Because then, I'm that guy, but I'm that guy now, but I'm fucking your father. You know what I'm saying? I could be your fucking father, right?
I appreciate that.
Good.
We'll keep it. We'll keep telling the story of Stu as it unfolds, man.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much,
very good.
All right, big thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole episode, that means you should be subscribed. There's so many of you out there who watch and don't subscribe, so make sure you are a KFC Radio subscriber. Make sure you get all the content when it drops. Click that button now.
I have 9 fingers. I'm still subscribed. It's that easy.